I'm not sure. I like really avoid that stuff as much as possible. I don't. My son got sucked into some of that early on. Like he wanted to see like toys that he wanted opened up, and then he wanted to start playing. Let's play open unboxing. And like, no, we're not doing that. No more YouTube for you.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
What was his idea of the unboxing like playing? What is that? Like you get a random box and hide something in it and he opens it?
Right. Put his transformer in a box and like pretend like he's opening it and seeing it for the first time and that kind of
Oh
stuff.
wow.
As resentful as I am about like growing up in front of all those infomercials, like Transformers and GI Joe, this just seems a million times worse.
Yeah, like just the idea that a kid might find that fun. I don't know. I can't even really put my finger on it. Like you're getting a gift, but it's not a gift, and it's something you already own.
Right.
But the fun is opening a box, and I don't know. Like, what does that stimulate, and what like repeatedly doing that? What does that do to you? I don't know. I mean, maybe it makes people happy with less.
That's a good way of looking at it. Maybe it's not so bad. Just repackage the same shit and give it back to them. I worry that maybe it's tapping into some addictive. You know how like people can get addicted to gambling, stuff like that. Like it's kind of, I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah.
Impulse. People can definitely get addicted to buying shit. That's for sure.
Yeah. The word I'm thinking of is gratification.
Right.
Where like you get this very short-term burst of pleasure from like a dumb thing that you want to. Right. I mean, it's like drugs. Only it's like there's no chemicals involved. It's really weird.
Get a little serotonin rush.
I mean, do you think that like if you started letting him do that pretty soon, it would be like nonstop? Where's the next one? And it doesn't even have to be like a real, like a new thing or anything fun in there. It just could be like you could put a Kleenex in this box, be like, here, don't bite me, just open it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's scary. And kids, you have to be really careful with what you expose young kids to because their brains are still forming. You can like hardwire addictions and even like learning disabilities into them by exposing them to the wrong shit too often. So like adults can get hooked on that stuff as it is, but a kid whose brain is still forming is more susceptible. It can do more long lasting damage, I guess.
It makes it sound really scary to raise a kid.
It is. It's really scary.
I thought we'd do an unboxing video. And this is some Legion stuff I ordered, and it all came today in this box.
A Legion mystery box.
Yeah, so I cut open the end here. I'll just pull this stuff out and show it to you. To impress you. Yeah, I want to impress you with all my latest acquisitions. So the first thing is this Crisis on Multiple Earths, Volume 4. This has a reprint of JLA 147 and 148, which is the they're on the even the first page. It's the crossover team up of Justice League, Justice Society, and Legion.
And what is the name of that crossover?
The name of the, what do you mean?
Like it's always oh, there you go, Crisis in Triplicate.
Yeah, I think this might be the second part though. Yeah, they're fighting Mordru in this. You can see him here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a lot of pages.
Was Levitz writing JLA at the time?
I think he was writing JSA at the time.
Okay.
And somebody else wrote this. I think Levitz is listed as like, it says Levitz and Pasco wrote this. Okay. But I think Levitz is kind of on loan from JSA, and maybe Pasco is the regular writer at this time. I don't know too much about Justice League. So there's that. And then the next thing that's in here is this is Legion of Superheroes number 3 with the Jim Lee variant cover of it's like Chameleon Boy transforming into Validus or halfway, and he looks like he's here at like LAX. This was a like a what do they call it? Like there was 5 covers, I think, that all mixed or that all combined into one wide image that Jim Lee did for this new Legion series. One of them was Saturn Girl in her 70s like pink swimsuit. One of them must have been Superboy. Then there was this one, and then I think there was only 4, I think, and the 4th one was Mon-El, and it's a recreation of the 5 years later issue 4 where it's a close up of Mon-El like cracking his knuckles. You
Oh,
ever seen
yeah.
those?
I
But they're
have.
all drawn by Jim Lee.
I think I like the Giffen one better. But yeah.
Oh, for sure, a billion times better. Sorry, Jim. And the next one is this is from Beyond the Unknown, 100-page giant. I got this for you. I'm going to send this off to you. It has a reprint of DC Comics Presents number 1, I think. Like the whole issue's in here. Some new crap, and then a new Legion story by Dan Jurgens with the it's like I don't think it fits into actual continuity anywhere, but it's kind of like the 70s, 80s team.
The Green Lantern, is that the like that Grant Morrison Green Lantern people were talking about forever?
I don't think it is. I think it's earlier than that. I think it's that awful Ethan Van Sciver guy did this one. I could be wrong. I'm not sure. And the next on the list, what do we got? Oh yeah, these are some 100-page reprints, some more 100-pagers. These are reprints of Legion comics.
Oh yeah.
This is the Legion of the Damned. Is that what it is? Legion of the Damned, I think. Yeah, it's like the kind of the first Olivier Coipel Abnett and Landing comic. It's a really good comic. Reads really good.
Okay.
This one's actually a they published this and recalled it and then put out a different version. You can tell by the logo. There's another one that has a white Legion logo. It's like pages out of order or something in here.
I see.
And this one is
I didn't even know about that.
This one's hard to find. Like this was the only one I could find on eBay of the second one. And it's a reprint of the Jeff Johns stuff that kind of it was in Adventure Comics. Yeah. It also reprints like Adventure 247 in here. But yeah, it's that stuff that came in between like Legion of Three Worlds and the beginning of the new Levitz series.
Right. I haven't actually read any of that. Is it just sort of modern retellings of earlier stories?
No, it's all original new stuff.
Okay.
It's just kind of, it's like, I don't know, it's like he was getting the Legion started on a new path, but I think Levitz largely ignores it and pretends it didn't even happen when he gets his own series going.
Probably good.
And then this
Superboy is in that a lot too, like Connell Superboy. Doesn't he like share that book, the adventure book?
He like leads it. He's not in the Legion stories, I don't think. It's like a front story and a back story.
Okay.
And I think for a couple of them, even he takes over the whole book, and there's no Legion in it.
So he never actually joined that version of the Legion, or
I don't know that he did. Like he was in that Legion of Three Worlds, as I recall. But then when he got it, Adventure Comics as his title. I don't think he actually was in the Legion ever.
How
I don't
weird.
remember. Maybe I'll read this and I'll find out.
Mm-hmm.
And then this Superboy's Legion 100-page collection. I also had trouble tracking down one of these. This one's kind of grungy. It's got all this white cover that gets dirty real easy.
Mm-hmm.
But this was originally 2-issue, like prestige format thing.
Right.
All by Alan Davis. Oh no, looks like written by Mark Farmer and the art by Farmer and Davis. Pretty nice looking comic anyway.
Right. Sort of a in the Elseworlds.
Yeah, definitely in
Right.
Elseworlds. Kind of minor character redesigns.
Mm-hmm.
Looks really
Yeah, I
nice.
remember reading that a while back. Like, it starts out pretty similar to what we know of the Legion, but maybe a bunch of guys die or something towards the end.
Yeah, I have no
Like, it
idea. No
goes
remembrance of
off
the
in
story.
a very different direction, I think.
Yeah. I mean, it came out like 20 years ago. I have no idea. I read it when it came out
Mm-hmm.
more than 20 years ago, maybe 20. Maybe it came out in 2000. It's that old.
That old.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like a long time ago to me, 2000, but yeah.
Then next up, what do we got in here? Oh yeah, it's the Wanderers complete series.
The complete series
Yeah,
must have set you back $5, $10.
I think I got reamed on the shipping on this deal. Otherwise, it would have been a decent deal. And these aren't in very good shape. I thought they were going to be in better condition than they are, but whatever. But yeah, Ken Stacy covers on a couple of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then these Lytle covers, pretty nice. But I've never read any of these. I think I read the one where the Legion shows up, but I've never read any of the others. I don't know what this is about.
Yeah, I've always meant to read
You ever
it,
read them?
and I remember reading their appearances in Legion, but they're almost an entirely different thing in the Legion. Like, they have like the same names, but they completely redesigned them. I don't know if they worked that into the story or if that had something to do with the reboot.
Yeah, I don't think it I mean it's before the reboot.
Okay,
So I
yeah,
don't know. I mean, this is 1988. The reboot was like in
right. You're right.
whatever,
I meant
1998 or
in that
something.
case, I meant Crisis.
Yeah. Yeah, it may have something to do with that, but I don't know. To get around to reading those someday.
I do like the idea, even though I never read them. I like the idea of another title sort of existing in that same universe, that same time. That's kind of
Yeah.
neat, but maybe they're good.
I mean, it's Doug Mensch. He's written some good comics. He's written also some terrible comics. So hard to tell.
Mhm. What could this be?
What is it? Oh yeah, this is volume 3 of the Silver Age Omnibus. I think you have this. You have it right in front of you right now.
I do. In all its shiny
This was
glory.
this is still at In Stock Trades, and it's $25.
I know. Very nice.
The volume 2 it's $300, something outrageous on eBay. And then volume 1 you can still get for, well, cover price or maybe $60 or something.
Right.
I don't have either of those.
It's not ideal in terms of reproduction, but for $25, not bad.
Yeah. What else do we got? Justice League versus the Fatal Five on Blu-ray, DVD, and digital here. I've never seen this thing. Have you?
I've seen a little of it. Is your digital code still good?
I would be surprised if it's still good. It doesn't show the expiration on here anywhere. But
So annoying.
looks like it's got Starboy. It's got the Fatal Five and these fucking 20th century losers. But it might be a fun cartoon. I've never seen this before.
Kind of a
I've never seen any of these
Proto-Legion.
DC animated movies. Yeah.
They're like the cartoon, only with swearing.
Swearing. We're getting to the end of the box here. It feels a little light. Get way back in the box. All right, here's the last thing. I got this copy of Adventure Comics 373.
Nice.
We were just talking about these guys, the Tornado Twins, last week. Dawn Allen. Pretty good condition. I paid $35 for this comic.
Oh yeah.
I brought it up to the dealer and was like, it's the sticker says 45, and I was like, would you take 35? And I might have been lowballing him, but he held it up and looked at it for a long time. And I had some other stuff, and he's like, "You're buying that too?" And he went for it. He sold it to me for $35.
Nice.
But yeah, ought to be a good read. This is from that. I think this is kind of the era that I like. Right? This is probably in that volume 3, even, isn't it?
Yeah, it should be. I think it's like the Jim Shooter, Win Mortimer.
Right. Yeah, it has to be
the name right this time. Yeah.
Yeah. If it's not Win Mortimer era, it's very close because Adventure only goes up to 380. This is 373.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's the new acquisitions going into the archives in my house.
You running out of space?
Yeah.